MyEG services will begin offering one-stop services for employers in Malaysia looking to have their workforce screened for COVID-19. The electronic government services provider said in a Bursa filing that all employees who are SOCSO contributors are eligible to have the cost of testing covered by the Perikatan screening program. It aims to provide an option for companies that wish to streamline the process of getting workers tested. Through MyEG, employers will be able to register and receive confirmation of the eligibility of their workforce for the Perikatan screening program. MyEG will also arrange for screening to be conducted on site at employers' premises by trained medical practitioners. Upon completion of the screening, workers will be issued with a digital certificate by MyEG in the form of a dynamic QR color code on a mobile application indicating their test status for the purposes of verification. The digital certificate will be recognized by the Department of Labour as proof of testing. Kedah's opposition leader claims that 23 out of the 36 state assemblypersons have lost confidence in the leadership of Datuk Seri Mukhriz Mahathir as Kedah Menteri Besar. PAS Jenari Assemblyman Muhammad Sanusi Mamat Noor says the 23 comprise 15 representatives from PAS, 2 from Perikatan Nasional, 4 from Bersatu and 2 former PKR reps, Sedam's Dr. Robert Ling QE and Lunas representative Azman Nasaruddin. The duo quit PKR this afternoon and will stand as independents with friendly ties to the PN coalition. With this, Muhammad Sanusi says the state government has fallen. He adds that 19 representatives have decided to form a PN state government. Agisan has clarified that neither the company nor any entities within the group and its subsidiaries have an approved permit to export sand. To put things in context, last Monday, Agisan announced its subsidiary Esa Pile had bagged a 27.5 billion ringgit order for river sand and sea sand from a China-based firm. However, media reports have pointed out that there is no record of Agisan holding an AP to export sand. In a bourse filing today, Agisan stressed it has no sand mining operations, which is why it will leverage partners and subcontractors to fulfill the deal. The company said that one of its partners, Polo Specialist Trading, holds the required AP, although it does not plan to rely solely on this partner as the AP holder. It added that it is not aware if it needs to submit any applications to the relevant authorities for its collaborations with existing AP holders that export sand. New COVID-19 cases in Malaysia dropped to 16 today, the lowest level in 2 months, bringing the national total to 6,742. The previous low was on March 11th, 7 days before the MCO was in force, with 20 new positive cases. Of the 16 new cases, 9 cases involved foreign nationals. 13 were local transmissions, while the remaining 3 were imported. In contrast, the number of recoveries was almost 10 times the number of new infections, with 110 people discharged today. With this, the total number of recoveries has risen to 5,223, bringing the recovery rate to 77.5%. This means there are now 1,410 patients in the country. There are 16 patients receiving treatment in the intensive care unit, with just 3 requiring respiratory assistance. No new deaths were reported, which means the death toll remains at 109, translating to a 1.62% mortality rate. Malaysia's economy is expected to have shrunk for the first time in more than a decade in the first quarter as the COVID-19 pandemic wreaks havoc on private consumption and external demand. GDP in the January to March period is seen declining 1% from a year earlier, according to a median forecast from a poll of 21 economists. This would be the first contraction since the third quarter of 2009 during the global financial crisis. DBS senior economist Irvin Seah expects Malaysia to dip into a recession this year, starting with a subdued GDP growth of 0.8% in the first quarter. This is mainly because of factors such as the sharp plunge in oil prices and impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, which are expected to exert a significant toll on the economy. He expects Malaysia's full-year GDP growth to be minus 0.5%. The GDP data is due to be released tomorrow.